Hello, Cancers, or those dealing with a Cancer. Welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be your reading about your past. Let's get started. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story. Feel free to check out the latest Cancer live stream that I did. It was a very powerful one for those of you who are just going through a very difficult time and need some spiritual guidance. I would highly recommend watching that one. All right, so when it comes to your past here, I'm getting very like a confusing energy, okay? There was a lot of like false promises or some sort of somebody painted you a pretty picture, so to speak, but it didn't really like come to reality. There was just a lot of like false promises, like empty words that really made you doubt. Okay, I'm getting a strong doubting energy, and it made you doubt whether or not, like, you know, people really had true good intentions towards you. So I'm getting a strong energy of somebody wanting to paint themselves in a good light when they actually weren't. They were actually very detrimental to your health, to your well-being. They weren't they didn't boost you up. If anything, they were using you. Okay, I'm getting the strong energy of somebody here taking you for granted, taking advantage of your good nature, of your helpfulness for their own gain and benefit. And fortunately, you know, the universe, God, kind of stepped in and provided you with some time apart. I'm getting that there's this separation, this essence of needing to spend some time apart that really helped, because it really put into perspective who's there for you, who means well, and who really has your best interest. I see here the universe wants to emphasize that one of the reasons why you ended up being handicapped, in a sense, okay? Some of you were handicapped into believing that you couldn't do things on your own, that you needed to depend on other people. Is one due to some sort of like immaturity, okay? Some of you may be young or hasn't really been exposed to. I'm getting some of you have only been exposed to the bad, like bad parts. It was maybe like difficult for, it was difficult growing up, or like you were just in this environment where you couldn't flourish. Like you just knew what you knew based on the environment or the people that you surrounded yourself with, and so you didn't know better, in a sense. So that's what one of the reasons, and what I mean by immaturity. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're like 21. Okay, it could be that you could even be 60 and may not have certain life lessons or exposures, but that doesn't. The universe just wants to emphasize that don't take it too hard on yourself that you were taken advantage of. It's not because you're not smart. It's not because, you know, you just didn't know, in a sense. An aspect of you also was just kind of conditioned to turn the other cheek, in a sense, okay? there's some level of this like passive energy that I am picking up, where you were willing to just let other people to dictate you on what you should believe. But I also see here that some of you were also triggered because there were so many bad people in your life, or somebody who didn't have good intentions. You weren't able to truly value those that really did have good intentions. Okay, that's where I'm seeing a huge confusion here, is that you mistook and you mistakenly took somebody's like genuine feelings and care for you. You thought that they must have been like everybody else, or you just couldn't trust yourself to believe that somebody out there had genuine good intentions towards you. And so I see that, in the past, that this was something that you were struggling with. You wanted to believe, but there was also definitely this essence of paranoia that I'm picking up here, okay? So why do we need to know this, and what's the advice coming through? So the reason why you need to know this is that I see here you're growing up, from like this page energy of just like trying to soak in everything and be more knowledgeable, because there is some level of inexperience that you held in the past, and now you feel like, you know what? I know the basics now. You have some level of life experiences, and you have people in your life that you came across where you felt like they really did have good intentions. Okay, so I see there has been some sort of shift from your past into your current energies, where it's just like you had to learn some lessons. Okay, some of you have repeated grades, repeated lessons, to the point where you get it now. And this inner knowing, it was all cultivated by life experiences and your differentiation of what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, I'm getting strong inner knowing, inner knowledge coming through. And so some of you, the advice coming through is that you really need to connect with yourself. Instead of being so dependent on what other people say, I'm encouraging you to go within, ask yourself, like, are you happy? If you're not, what's upsetting you? And if you're not sure, look at the people around you. Look at and see, who's there for you, or who is just feeding you lies, who actually does what they say. If somebody says, oh, I'm not, like, if they say they're not gonna do something and they keep doing it, that's like a boy who cries wolf, okay? Boy or girl, doesn't matter, not gender specific, okay? Just being clear, okay? But it's like that example of the boy who cried wolf. You keep saying you're gonna do something, that you're gonna be better, you're gonna do this and that, but they never pull through. And you have to take take what they show you and their actions for what it is, that you're trying to realize that you're better than that. And you're going to hold yourself accountable to not just repeat behaviors like that just because you see other people do it. No, you're going to be better because you realize that you're not them. You're you. And you have to, in a sense, protect yourself and know who you can trust and know who is just not meant for you, okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.